Hi, good morning. My name is Sona.
I'm Samantha, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So before we get started, I have some confidentiality statement that I have to mention to you. So the confidentiality statement is that anything that is said or used in our session is kept private until you announce that you are going to cause self-harm to yourself or to others, or you mention that another person is causing harm to themselves or to others. I need to report it to Children's Aid or to the police authorities, okay? Other than that, everything is confidential, and is that okay?
Yeah, that sounds good.
I screwed up there. So what brings you here today?
So school just went back in person a couple weeks ago, and it's been really difficult transitioning because I was online for 2 years, and this is kind of my first college experience, so being in person with everybody has been very difficult. Yeah, trying to connect with others and socialize with others has been very challenging. Being locked up for 2 years and now trying to do that in person. So, yeah.
I completely understand. I shouldn't have said that either. It just came from my other counseling. So tell me a little bit more, like how you're transitioning, and or is there any coping skills or anything that you are tapping into? Are you looking into any services that the school provides? Because I know some schools, they have counseling services and stuff like that.
I haven't looked into any counseling services, but I'm definitely trying to see if there's like any groups or anything like that where you can socialize with other students, and get to know some people, not necessarily from my course, but just people in general who go to the school, and I think that might help. But getting the courage to do that and socialize has been very difficult. I'm not sure, I don't really know how to approach people.
Okay, well, it's good that you're aware of these things and that you're working on them, right? You're taking self-initiative. It's just in regards of connecting to those services. And if I find any kind of services that can help you, I will recommend them to you. Or if anything I hear from my colleagues, I can share it with you and we can go from there. How are you handling your course load? What does that look like right now?
My course load is pretty good. It's not too heavy this semester, so I'm pretty lucky. It's an easy transition with a light course load. So that's not really causing any problems.
What about like your organizations? How are you holding or handling is the proper word with the assignments that are coming up? Because I know some classes can overlap with other classes with assignments due. How are you handling that?
Assignments are okay. I looked
So
ahead
far.
of it. Yeah, I looked ahead of it, and
Good.
I noticed that there's a few weeks with some courses that have big assignments due at the same time. So trying to navigate that, maybe get a head start, might help me out. Because also like this feeling like it's difficult to connect with people if I get stuck in a rut where I'm too focused on school. I think that might affect that part, and I won't be able to continue connecting with people, continue that in-person experience if I'm always focused on school.
So what I'm understanding is, just to summarize, you want to be more involved with people and start building a connection, but also you're looking for a balance with your school life. So your school life is not overcompensating or vice versa. You have a fine balance between two and go forth from there. And I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that's a healthy approach. It's just getting your foot wet and, you know, getting the first initial start. Like, I believe you guys have only been in school for 2 weeks. You're on your 3rd week, I presume. And it's gonna take time. Like, it's not gonna happen overnight. You can always connect with students in your classroom as well. I'm sure when you guys make group work and stuff like that, there's an opportunity for networking.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I've been trying.
Okay. Is there anything else that you'd like to discuss with me today?
I think that was everything.
Okay. Well, it seems that you're doing good. You have an off start, good start, right? You have a good head on your shoulders, you know what you're looking for. And again, just to summarize all over again, you are starting fresh into school, you're in your third week, I believe, and you're looking for a fine balance between school and making successful connections with your peers or even outside in order to help your social status due to the fact of the COVID being not detrimental, but like it was detrimental, but it disabled us from interacting in person, nor as well as coming to school in person. So everything's been online. Did I get the gist of it?
Yeah, you did.
All right. Well, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it, Sam. I will see you in 2 weeks if that's okay, and we will continue our session from there.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Actually, I had one more question, if you don't mind, if you had some time.
No, not at all. Please, this is your session. It's your time. We still have time.
Sure.
Please go ahead.
I was wondering if you had any like strategies that I could try, like maybe at home or even things that I could try in school, anything that you know of?
Well, what I could suggest is that, from my experience in college, is that some of our group work is done online, where there's discussion boards. So I would suggest that you reach out through that way.
Okay.
Or let's say if there's a specific student that you want to get in touch, I don't know if your school has that option in place. There's a class list and you can email them or contact them that way. In person, you can ask for their number or their email address or whatever way they communicate, like WhatsApp or Facebook, and then just connect from there and go from there, really truly. In regards of more connections, I would say check into your counseling services. Sometimes they have meet and greets, like the first month of school, they have meet and greet sessions, they have like festivals and stuff going on. Just be involved with the school, what's it called? The school committee, the student committee. They also throw a lot of events where it is another opportunity for you to meet more people. On the top of my head, another thing that I can think of is connect with your teachers. Sometimes your teachers will know of any kind of statuses that are out there. Sometimes your program also has like a community based on social media or offside that you can connect with. These are a few steps that I can think of that you can connect with other people.
Okay, and do you have any thoughts on what if I reach out and try to connect with somebody and it goes bad? What do you think I should do?
Don't take it personal, okay? Sometimes people do not answer right away. You have to think that other people have their own lives to live, because they are balancing school and work or school and family. Everyone's story and everyone's journey is different than yours. Maybe if you reach, like let's say example, if you reach out to a classmate and they don't get back to you within a certain amount of time, if you see them in the class, you can probably politely bring it up to them and say, hey, I'm just checking in. I got in contact with you, but I didn't hear back. I just want to know, what's going on. Are we on the same page? Am I misreading things? And see where you go. Just have a concise adult conversation, and hopefully they're honest enough to have that mature capability of telling you, oh, I was busy, or I'm sorry, but I don't like you. You know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying? And be truthful to you, and at least that way you know where you stand and where you can go forth from there.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. All right. That sounds great. That answers.
Okay.
my
Well,
questions.
I'm excited to having you here. I think, like I said before, I will see you in 2 weeks. Is that a sufficient enough time?
Yeah, if I need you sooner, I can always reach out to you, right?
Please do so. I will give you my contact information and keep in touch with me during office hours, and we can take it from there.
Okay, sounds
All right,
good.
thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you, and have a great day.
You too.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye.